US President Joe Biden has begun to undo some of Donald Trump's key policies hours after being sworn in. "There is no time to waste when it comes to tackling the crisis we face," he tweeted as he headed to the White House following his inauguration. President Biden signed 15 executive orders, firstly to boost the federal response to the coronavirus crisis. Other orders reverse the Trump administration's stance on climate change and immigration. Mr. Biden set to work at the Oval Office, having been sworn in earlier on Wednesday as the 46th President of the United States. Kamala Harris has made history as the first female, first black, and first Asian American U.S. Vice President. She was sworn in just before Joe Biden took the oath of office to become the 46th U.S. President. Ms. Harris, who is of Indian-Jamaican heritage, initially ran for the Democratic nomination. But Mr. Biden won the race and chose Ms. Harris as his running mate, describing her as a fearless fighter for the little guy. Prior to taking the oath at the U.S. Capitol, Ms. Harris paid tribute to the woman who she says came before her.
Through a crucible for the ages, America has been tested anew, and America has risen to the challenge. Today, we celebrate the triumph not of a candidate, but of a cause, the cause of democracy. The people, the will of the people, has been heard, and the will of the people has been heeded. We've learned again that democracy is precious. Democracy is fragile. And at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed.
Joe Biden took office as the 46th President of the United States with an optimistic call for unity, vowing to bridge deep divides. Biden was sworn in moments after Kamala Harris became America's first woman vice president, closing the book on Donald Trump's tumultuous 4 years. At 78, Biden is the oldest ever U.S. president, a job he first sought in 1987. He is only the second Roman Catholic president and swore his oath on a bulging old family Bible.
A cry for racial justice, some 400 years in the making, moves us. The dream of justice for all will be deferred no longer. A cry for survival comes from the planet itself, a cry that can't be any more desperate or any more clear. And now, a rise of political extremism, white supremacy, domestic terrorism, that we must confront and we will defeat.
Trump left the White House and Washington for a final time as commander-in-chief. The Republican president departed the White House with his wife Melania, saying it had been a great honor to serve and giving a final wave where he delivered farewell remarks. Trump, 74, bade his farewell hours before Biden was to be inaugurated. That made him the first outgoing president since Andrew Johnson in 1869 to skip the Inauguration Day ceremony that marks the formal transfer of power. Alibaba Group founder Jack Ma has made his first appearance since Chinese regulators cracked down on his business empire. His absence had fueled speculation over his whereabouts amid increasing official scrutiny of his businesses. The billionaire met 100 rural teachers in China via a video meeting on Wednesday. Alibaba shares surged 5% on Hong Kong Stock Exchange on the news. Mr. Ma addressed the teachers as part of one of his charity foundation's initiatives. The annual event is usually hosted in the resort city of Sanyai, but was held online this year because of COVID-19 restrictions. At least 3 people have died following an explosion that caused a building to partially collapse in center of the Spanish capital, Madrid. A fourth person was missing and several others were hurt. City officials said the blast, which destroyed 4 floors of the building, had been caused by a gas leak. The blast happened as gas workers were repairing a boiler at the back of the building in the central area of Madrid. An 85-year-old woman passed by and 2 men were killed, while a third man, who had been working on the boiler, was missing. One of the injured was in a serious condition and taken to hospital. At first, the satellite images appeared to be of grey blobs in a forest of green splotches, but on closer inspection, those blobs are revealed as elephants wandering through the trees. And scientists are using these images to count African elephants from space. The picture comes from an Earth observation satellite orbiting 600 km above the planet's surface. The breakthrough could allow up to 5,000 square kilometers of elephant habitat to be surveyed on a single cloud-free day. And all the laborious elephant counting is done via machine learning, a computer algorithm trained to identify elephants in a variety of backdrops.